Hey Stampin' friends, welcome to Movie Monday with Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen. I am making a video on a gorgeous rainy Sunday afternoon. As farmers, we love to hear the sound of rain, and as stampers, we love to hear the sound of rain because that means we can stay inside and craft all day. So this gorgeous card is one that I stole off the internet. I believe it was from Brian King, one of the Stampin' guys, and I really just thought the simplicity is awesome. But we did 3 layers of this hydrangea and then did the Wink of Stella pen over the top of it, and it is just gorgeous. So this was actually a project in my WOW class. Let me show you what I used. First of all, this amazing set is coming out on August 2nd. It's called Thoughtful Branches, and it comes with the stamp set, and you can bundle it with the framelits that'll cut out all these cool shapes. So seriously, folks, put this on your wish list. It is an exclusive set, only August 2nd to the 31st, and it's while supplies last. So if we sell out, they will not order anymore, and I absolutely love this set. It will be a virtual class, so you can check my blog for more information. And then I also used one of the stamps from Touches of Texture. It's going to be this stamp right there, the splotches, to give a little bit of dimension to this hydrangea. So what I did was ran it through the Big Shot. Okay, this is the top of the tree or the hydrangea. Ran that through the Big Shot. I'm gonna punch, oops, I'm gonna get that out of there using my die brush. Just roll that over a couple times. And sometimes, I think I've said before, like with these super intricate dies, you may have to do a bit of poking, which I do not mind doing. If they're poked and they come out pretty easily, I don't mind doing the poking. Ooh, we're having a thunderstorm. This is awesome. Okay, so get all those little guys poked out of there, and you want to have 3 of these, and I'm using our new in color Sweet Sugarplum, which I absolutely love. So 3 of these guys. Okay, so I've got them already done. I'm going to take the Sweet Sugarplum ink, and I only need to stamp it on one of them, which is going to be my top hydrangea. And I just did a couple little splotches on there, and that's just a texture type thing. No big deal. If you don't like it, you can leave it off, but I just thought it gave a little bit of dimension to that. This is where the fine tip glue will come in. And I do want to glue these together. And so sometimes when you run through, the precision plate is what's very helpful with this. Helps get all those little nooks and crannies cut out, but it sometimes kind of bows your cardstock. So I like to fold it back the other way. And I'm just going to put drops. I don't like to cover the whole thing, but in the larger areas, I just do drops of glue. That way it doesn't really squish out around the outside of your image that you die cut here. So drops of glue around there in the thicker area. And then you're just going to make sure that they're evenly laid over top of each other. And you're going to do those 3 layers. If they're a little offset, no big deal. So now with the fine tip, I do like to hold it a little bit just to give it time to seal together. If you just do it quickly, sometimes it doesn't quite grasp onto the cardstock as fast as you'd like it to. So definitely a little bit of time to hold that and let it kind of catch, I guess. I don't know, seal, catch, whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, so this will be my final piece here, and this is the one that has the dimension on it with the stamping. Okay, hold that down a little bit. And then while you work on the rest of your card pieces, you can allow this to do have a little bit of dry time. Okay, so I'm going to set that, but see how it's super thick, almost like you cut it out of like extra thick cardstock. I just really love that that idea. So we're going to also stamp this is a piece of Island Indigo, and I used this die. This is the leaves, or the stem and the leaves for the hydrangea. Cut that out with mint macaron, and the same thing, I'm just going to do some drops. I don't want too much. Oh, I got a bubble there. The less glue you use, the better. I don't like when it kind of squishes out all over my project, so I just like little dots. And you might get a little glue on your project. It should dry clear and not be too big of a deal for you. And I'm just going to attach that down. Again, kind of hold it a little bit. It is going to go off of your paper if you cut the entire stem. You can have it go off your paper if you like. I chose to just trim it off a little bit. Okay, yeah, I have scissors, so I just turned it over and snipped that right off there. Now, if you see an area that needs a little bit more attention, you can just add your drop of glue there. See if that'll stick a little bit better. Okay, and looks like I am, oh no, I have adhesive. A little bit of adhesive on here. And I'm going to attach that to a piece of mint macaron. It is a very thin border, about 1/8 on this one. And then I'm going to put a couple, well, I thought I was. Yeah, here we go. There's the dimensionals. They hide sometimes. Dimensionals on here. And then that's going to get attached to a piece of Very Vanilla. And I'll make sure my dimensions are in my description here. Okay, that's going to go there. Now this card is made so that it opens this way, but my thank you is kind of going up the side. If you like that, that's fine. If not, you could definitely leave that off. There's really not a lot of room to fit the thank you on the correct way, so we just have it go up the side a smidge. Just a little something different. And that is stamped with the sweet sugar plum as well. I think what draws me to this stamp set is the font. I really just absolutely am in love with that font. Okay, another piece of mint macaron, a little bit bigger, and that's going to go onto my sweet sugar plum card base. And I did have a little quiz on my Facebook page recently to ask everyone if they could guess the top selling in color ink pad so far this year. And the answer is Sweet Sugar Plum. That is actually the top selling ink pad in color, I'm sorry. So that's an interesting tidbit of information for you. Okay, so, well, let me ask you a question here. I also have another quiz on my Facebook page right now, but nobody's answering it. So let me throw this out here on Movie Monday. Can you tell me the #1 new best-selling stamp set in our new catalog that came out in June? So that's some trivia for you. I'm going to go ahead and post your answers, and then I'll pick a winner. This movie will come out on a Monday. I'll pick a winner on the following Friday, so I believe that's August 5th. So anyway, leave me a message with what you think is the #1 best-selling new stamp set in our catalog that just came out in June. Okay, so right now I'm just cutting little pieces of dimensionals, and I'm putting them on as I'm talking to you. I'm not paying attention. I want them on the far left side of my hydrangea. So it's going to go on this way. I want dimensionals around here, none over here where it's going to overhang. I don't want any dimensionals sticking there. So I just kind of want them all to be on the far left area. Okay, so take all those little suckers off. All right, and then that's just going to get attached. I'm a little bit high on that one, so I might have to cover up some of my stem there. So there's my dimensionals, and that is it. Is that not gorgeous? Oh my gosh, hold up, back up the train. Our final step, Winker pen. So you're just going to then paint the Wink Estella pen. This is the clear one. And you're just going to paint that like a paintbrush all over that hydrangea and then let that dry. So your final step will be nice and shimmery, if you can kind of catch that glimmer there on that card. So there you go. There's your beautiful hydrangea. Thanks so much for stopping in, and I will see you next week on Movie Monday.